Hello and welcome to a new video on Java data types. In this video, we will be exploring the various data types in Java that we can use to define our variables and constants. We will also look at how we can use the data types in our Java programs and any quirks to be aware of when using certain data types. So stay tuned as we dive deeper into the world of Java data types. And this was an intro I bot wrote me, so I thought I have to uh, also got in this hype of ChatGPT. So yeah, ChatGPT wrote me this intro. So thanks to ChatGPT that he wrote my intro. Yeah, and here I found the Java data types for you. I just searched in Google for Java data types and found this picture of Mant matrix, which is pretty cool. So we see here the data types. There are primitive data types and non-primitive data types. The primitive data types are numeric or non-numeric. Yeah. So you got here an integer, which could be an byte short, integer long, and the floating point are numbers with a comma. So like 5,523 and so on. So you got it. There are two data types. So the double or the float. The non-numeric are characters or boolean. So characters are Unicode, so they just can initialize one character, and the boolean can be only true or false. Then you got non-primitive data types, which are strings, because a string is an character array. So arrays are also non-primitive, and user classes are also non-primitive. But user classes, we would take a look later at it, so in a other video. Then I found a site from W3 schools, where you can look up which data types are here and from which numbers they store. Yeah, so I can show you how to use the long, the float, the double, and yeah. Okay, let's jump in our program. I'm writing the main method, and then long x is gleich, I will copy this. And now we should get an error. Yeah, because it's saying the integer number is too long. So as you can see, it's initializing the long as an integer. How we can get aware of it is if we write an L for long, and now the Java program knows, okay, it's an long. So now the code is working. Normally, I'm just using integer. If the number is too big for an integer, I will use an a long. So I never used a short or a byte, so never needed it really. Besides, you have to write an super optimized Java program, but nowadays every computer should got enough power to yeah, run this program. Okay. And same thing is for an float. So if the float is too big, we can take a look at it. Float x is gleich 5,8. anything. Important is here that you wrote a point. So as you can see, you got an error if you are don't writing the F at the end. So we can check it. Yeah, and it says incompatible conversion of the from double into float. So yeah, it's initializing the float as a double normally, or yeah, uh, it wants to convert the float, the float we initialized here. It wants to convert the double into an float, and which isn't working. But if you're writing an f at the end, you can see it works, but it ends at 414. So 414 is here. No, it isn't here. Okay, this is interesting from where it got. So I don't know. But yeah, the float is too short for this, so we need a double. And for the double, you don't have to write an D at the end, so because it's the standard like the integer. Yeah, so you got the 564 at the end. Right. The next thing I wanted to show you is how the if statement is working. So I'm creating an integer x, which is 42, and yeah, in reality you don't need it. So yeah, I just let it. So the if statement is like you are writing if, then these two brackets, and then in the brackets I will say x is greater than 7, for example. Then you can put it out like your variable is greater than 7, and you should get an output which is the same like here, right? So the next thing for the if statement is you can write an else if. You got it here already. So yeah, here you can write a second statement like x is gleich is smaller than 100. Is smaller than 100. And now both are true, but yeah, because this is the first statement, the second statement didn't got an output. So if you make this now false, you should get the else if. Yeah, you are getting the else if. And the other thing is there is an else, which is true if both are false, so it's the standard output. So no statement is true. Oh, let's make this false, 0. Yeah, then the else statement is true, right? Um, yeah, and if you want to look at Boolean, it's easy to write it. It's just Boolean y, and then we make this true, and you can use it also here in an if. So you can just write y, and then you should get this output again. So next one is I was wanted to show you which logic operators there are. So there are two different logic operators. So it's an and the or. You can use it at your if statement, like if, let's make this false again, if y or x is greater than 7, then this should be true. You can just check it. Yeah, it's true. And if you're doing an and, both statements have to be true. So you shouldn't get this output now. Yeah. And what you can also do is if x is, so oops. Now this should be also true, because it's saying if you're saying greater than or is the same as 42, then this is also true. So so it would be false. Yeah, and if you're doing an equals, then this means it's greater than or equals 42. So this is now true again. Right. I hope you understood this and enjoyed this video, and we see us next time. Bye.